Supple. Welcome to Amnesia once again. It's your boy Jamie. Man, I always get nervous, sorry. I know in one of the previous vlogs I spoke about how I intended to explain how I process music, or rather how I write music. So we're gonna try to cover that today as well. I today myself, crafted two new songs, or rather, two new songs, and we'll perform them. I will perform them for you, and then we'll just rehearse. Yeah. So I wrote this song last night after work, and I wrote a new song this morning, and I had I didn't write it this morning. I wrote it later on in the afternoon, well, just then, and the song that I wrote last night, I finished it this morning. So well, they're not really finished, but I'm just ready to show and tell. Yeah. The song is called Shy Girl and Shy Boy vs. the World of Evil, also known as Clouds, and we'll just run the beat right now, and then let's see. Let's go. Let's bounce along my head, drill for the wind, amber alert, trying to be the first, roll up and see like a wave, like eyes on me, angel slide, miracles, rare amber, perfect, loving, ready to appall, truth in my heels, and we ain't afraid to use it, heaven above, heaven my witness, golden bees to the throne, heaven the home, a beautiful life you heard, talking about flowers, always blooming, the best I can, the best I'ma be, brave the world of evil, like a hero, justice in order, catching all the villains. Meanwhile, somewhere else, far away, out the skies, catching feelings for an angel girl, oh angel girl, who is you, where you be, slay a million demons just to get to you, trust in me, the man with the plan, follow with the Lamb of God, I'm a man of God, I'ma work this life and glorify God, need not ask my Lord, I praise my Lord, receive my love, I lift up my heart unto thee, I command. It's kind of like jittery, you know what I mean? It's, I ignore it, and then I'm finna run it back, and then we'll steady, do it again, well, yeah. Send, wait. Send this. Send. Yeah. Send this bounce along my head, dream for the wind, amber alert, trying to be the first, roll up in the scene like a wave. I burped. Excuse me. Anyway, let's try again. Yeah, right? Send, wait. Yeah. Send, let's send this bounce along my head, dream for the wind, amber alert, trying to be the first, roll up and see like a wave, like eyes on me, angel side, miracles, rare amber, perfect, loving, ready to oppose, truth in my heels, and we ain't afraid to use it, heaven above, heaven my witness, golden beast to the sorry, I don't understand, the song is just like, it's super easy when I was, when I was writing it. I shouldn't have had that long nap, but yep, run it. So, wait. So let's. So let's bounce along my head, driven for the win, amber alert, trying to be the first, roll up the scene like a wave, like eyes on me, angel side, miracles, rainbow, perfect, loving, ready to report, truth in my heels, and we ain't afraid to use it, heaven above, heaven my witness, golden beast to the throne, heaven the home, a beautiful life you heard, talking about flowers, always blooming, the best I can, the best I'ma be, brave the world of evil, like a hero, justice and order, catching all the villains, meanwhile somewhere else, far away, out the skies, catching feelings for an angel girl, who you is, where you be, slay a million demons just to get to you, trust in me, the man with the plan, follow with the man of God, I'm a man of God, I'ma work this life and glorify God. You need not ask my Lord, I praise my Lord, receiveth my love, I lift up my heart unto thee, I commend my spirit, oh holy soul, I love your works, I'm spirit of the faithful, best the fairest, shorty finish me, I'ma say, bless you babe, like a gentleman, I'ma use my manners like money, I'm a hellbound, Lord, please bless the hands that help prepare the day, prepare the way like VIP, I am amnesia, angel side, MVP like seasonal ribbon, medallion trophy, so miraculous, flower bow, perfection, affection, against I, with my team, scream to the other side, yo, do it for naught, they do it for sin, no radiance, a champion girl, I'm a champion boy, like a bird, tripping on a sweet song, how I adore the word, must I confess deeply within my heart, I seek your hand in marriage, propose that we take this to the next stage, further before once I feel my heartache, do you feel this way? For I haven't felt the same since you look this way, yeah. Last one. What am I doing? Just myself like normal, I suppose. I feel normal, feel cool. I feel like too hard, you know. This song is, I haven't called it anything, so I guess the song is just one of those songs where it's like, okay, the title will probably just come, well, I'll just call it Sunburnt, yeah. Okay, let me search for the beats. I need to remember what beats I selected for this. You know, for this beat, yeah. For this song, yeah. It's called, I got it. Right. Let's go. Gemstone accessories, living no fear of sin, miscellaneous problems. Yeah, I got problems, looking at my options, steady trying to run away from vicarious. Shorty on my mind, trying to settle my dreams. I'm just trying to make you proud of me. Sick of feeling weak, I'm going off thinking broken folk. I know they're using me, steady trying to push down the emotion. Sick of feeling like a gangster, committed to my good deeds. I don't feel no struggle, but at times I feel like I'm struggling inside the holy war. Battling, I'm trying to learn to let it all go. Friends, it seems, until it doesn't. Like there it is, and then there it isn't. And the world is so scary, it's so hard to trust. Hey, I ain't trying to harden up my heart, soften up through the melody, refresh, bless my Lord Christ. My life feels like a mess, yeah, I feel so normal when I should be at distress. I put that SOS in my voice, I smoke, I ain't drink, I don't do no drugs. God, I just want love. I be like the past is the past, mate. I ain't tryna be the type to live back in the glory days. Yeah, I ain't tryna feel like I'm sunburned. So now we're gonna try and write a new song together. As you can tell, this was a song. As you can see, this is the song that that we've been working on together in the past, like so to speak. I really don't have any sort of set procedure in which I always utilize when I undergo creating a new song in particular. I really don't. I kind of just follow my heart and the way I feel at that current time, as well as I combine my experiences that I've had in the past, which helped me further my conquest upon trying to become relatable in the essence where it doesn't more so like it doesn't deteriorate the relationship between artist and listener. And the reason why I say it in that way is because when you write music, it's kind of how would you say, it's a common feeling in which you're trying to not necessarily make it complex and make it hard for people to understand and want to support you, so to speak. So the way I write my songs, I kind of always put it in my mind that I try to keep my music holy in a way where it can be used and nurtured throughout your whole life, despite who you are, I guess. And considering I live, in the modern generation, it's just one of those things where you have to try and take account for all ages, and as well as, more importantly, for the future generations, because you don't want just your music just to be, or rather anything that you do for your job or your hobby or just in general what you do, you don't really want it to be how would you say, like, neglected in a way where it never achieve fulfillment in one's understanding. Yeah. So with this song right here, I'm just gonna run the beat and we'll all listen to it together once again. And I've already got some lyrics jotted down, but I don't really know if I want to keep them, considering it's been a long time since I've actually rehearsed it. The last time I rehearsed it was when I did one of the previous vlogs, pardon me, and the second vlog, and I haven't touched it whatsoever. I've kind of been waiting, for this moment to use the opportunity to show how I create music. So like, if you like making music, you can learn. And if you don't really like music, making music, you can just learn the experiences that I've used and apply it to your own life. Okay. So I'm gonna play the beat. Don't you miss no more? Have it all, shorty. You have it all. Pray away, God. Please manifest the way for me. See, look, like I've already said this bar in a better song. So what I don't really like to more so I don't excuse me. I don't like to repeat my bars unless it's storyline, where it's mainly focused on the center point that I'm trying to expand and exercise and emphasis to create dialogue behind the music. You understand? Yeah. So like, trying to make it more controversial without universally saying it again and again and again and again, but rather expand on the point. And that's what I'm trying to do. So this is what I feel like. Because I feel this way, I suggest that I will just start again. So that's what we'll do. We'll just start again. Okay? Start again. So we'll flip the new page. And I'll just write like a verse. I'll teach you guys how to write a verse, like verse by verse, or I will choose to use how to how to first structure a song all up. Okay, so just listen to this. Like, I'll start off with rap, like in general, before I start teaching like other forms of music and how to write in other genres. So for the first example of writing hip hop is, do not start writing with a hook. Don't. It's so boring and it's so bland, and the moment you hear it, it becomes tasteless instantly the moment you hear the hook. Because for an instance, drill music, they always have the dial tone to reach the hook at the start. But the problem with that is, by the time it reaches the hook, it's already been repetitive, and I understand a hook needs to be repetitive, but that also goes in the same aspect. A hook shouldn't be brainwashing, you understand? A hook should captivate your attention. It shouldn't brainwash you. And that's how I personally feel about writing hooks at the start. And to be honest, I don't really think that it's wise, especially if you're up and coming, to just spam hooks. Like, yeah, you can write a hook, but learn how to write a body of song first. So with writing a body of a hip hop song, you should write the introduction. And the introduction should only be in a cadence with ad-libs. So it should express truly how you feel in that point of time in which your life had led you up into that into the situation that you see yourself like, I want to write this song because I feel like this. So you will say, like, for example, I feel kind of vexed because I like personally, I'm very like critical when it comes to music, and especially to lyrics. Like, I understand lyricism to the point where it's like, okay, when you speak in something foolish, obviously the intent behind when someone says something foolish is for other people to be like clowns. So like, at the start you will say like for me, my hated is like, I feel hated, I feel hot. So I'm going to put that into a context where other people can relate. So like, the first thing I could say is just a sound effect, and I can just go, like, so that's the first thing I can open up, So I'll just write bracket K dot M dot T. So that obviously stands for you know, kiss my teeth kind of thing. Yeah. And with that we can write like how do you how would you develop from, so you, like from normal conversation, for example, if when you kiss your teeth at someone, it's because like you don't like what you're hearing, or rather you don't want to do something, so you kiss your teeth, or you seen something you disapprove of. So I'll write KMT, and then I'll say like them lot don't know, because yeah, them lot don't know. And then like considering I want to talk to an audience, so I'll be like hey, like like them lot don't know, so I'll say that. So can you see it? So it's this weird flow in my room, I don't know. Whatever, I'll chase it out after this. So with the context of what I have thus far, it's just to realize my my distinctive disapproval of the way I perceive how you should write a song, okay? And in comparison of other mediocre songs that I've heard, so you would write intro at the top, just so like, because the reason why you want to write these titles as you write it is because you don't want to get confused. Because when you're going through it, and you're going through your mind, and you're going through your heart, and you're going through your soul, you want to have like little points and little notes onto your page that you can refer to. And it doesn't necessarily mean you need to look at the lyrics. You can just look at where you're at, like the key points that create you to tether yourself, like an anchor. So I'll go introduction, bang, them lot don't know why, and then don't know what, and then I'll be like, them lot think they're wise, but they're not. So I'll like kind of talk to myself like, them lot don't know, I don't know what, like, cause like I gotta reply to myself to create like a conversation, So hold on, the ink is like kind of sketch. Don't know. Hold on. My pen is like really out of it. And hold on. Let's see if I have hold on, I'll come back. I want to go get a pen. I've seeketh a pen, and thus I have received. Anyway, so it goes, them lot don't know, and then and then I'll respond to myself, I'll be like, don't know what, like, because, hold on, don't know what, don't know what. There's like a fly in my room, and it's so vexing. So I guess I could use that emotion to just like you. So I'm like, them lot don't know, don't know what, and then I'll say don't know what, none the wiser, hey? Like, cause you wanna be like cool, you don't wanna be like lame, So I'll go, don't know what, don't know what. So I've written that. Can you see it? Yeah, okay. So at this point in time, you kind of want to have the beat running on in the background. So I'll just put it on low, so it's not too loud, where you can hear it, like where you can't hear me talk, then play. Okay. So it's kind of like one of those songs where you should sing, but I'm not trying to sing at the time, like right now, and like in general, not really at this point. So it's like, don't know, you know, like you can kind of like, you can kind of set the scene. You know, and then like you can chuck it in there if you want, if you like, because I myself, sometimes I feel restricted to the beat, and I kind of just like go like singing, in which I'm trying to pull away from and do more rapping, and then let the singing come in organically, you know. So you just want to like make sure you center point, like if you're writing hip hop, center point around rapping until all the organic singing sections just combine. And yeah, that's it. Simple. It's simple as, bro. And you don't even need to stress on nothing. It's right there. Just do it. So you go. None the wiser. And then you can say, alright, so at this point in the emotion, I'm like none the wiser. So obviously I have to express some kind of wisdom. With that, I'll like, you know, you should always have like books, you know, you should. If you're a rapper, you should have access to books, or song books, you know, you need to have some kind of access to some kind of like relation of where you, what you try, what I was trying to say was you need to have some kind of grasp in which you represent when you perform your songs. So it's like, what do you stand for in music? I, for one, you know, it's simple as you can tell, you know, praise for the Lord, praises for the Lord, you know, that's me, alright? So with that, I use my wisdom in here. So I'll read some of this, you know, briefly scan it, whereas many other people would go somewhere else, and I don't want to know where they go, because to be honest, I've heard some of this music that you know, that are famously around in Australia, especially considering on the East Coast. You lot over there are having a little bit too much fun, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I got, you know, a big old Bible here just to make sure like everything's all good, and I'm not like being reckless. I'm not trying to start any drama unnecessary to my life. All of these kinds of contingencies that I put and implement into place to stop me from causing self-harm to me and my business and my brand, and you know, and more so my own reputation in what I perceive as amnesia being a pure based powerhouse. You understand? So thus far I need to introduce a bit of wisdom. So from there, I'll say like, don't know what, none the wiser, and then I can talk about anything at that point, because wisdom is fruitful and it can represent all areas of life. So I know, for starters, I could just say something like, open up this book and it has all these lyrics and everything, you know, it has it all, and you can kind of just have a steady momentum of you can have the momentum of this genre and apply it to rap hip hop. For myself personally, I like to read the titles, because the titles, it just gives me a bit of a brainstorm in which I can go from there, instead of looking into like clear space and just like looking at the wall and trying to think of something that would be beneficial to your music, and trying to craft something compelling and gripping and enticing, and trying to have the listener at the edge of their seats, so to speak, per se. For me now, like, I've kind of already got it unlocked in my memory, so I would say something like, you know, restart the beat, and you can go like, I don't know, and then I would say, like, you know, like, none the wiser, and then you can begin to be like, go how your heart feels at this moment when you say none the wiser, and then I'll say something like compelling, like, none the wiser for a heart full of distraught, you know, none the wiser for hearts for hearts. Feeling distance, like you could say, feeling the distance between what I know and what is taught. Like, you know what I mean? Just talk. I talked it out, and then you can add your own harmonies to it. So I'll say, don't know what, none the wiser for a heart full of distraught, for a heart of distraught. Just whatever is natural and flows rhythmically, and at the end you can kind of add the musical aspects of what you're trying to say, because there's no point trying to be musical throughout the whole thing if you're just going to be like how do you say, a bit too tedious on when trying to perform your song. However, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it on an amateur level. I would suggest your TDS to be more like professional, so you know that your time that you're spending into pouring into music is being well reciprocated by your own natural talents, in which you spend time trying to hone your craft. You understand? So hold on. Okay, look. I know eyes are for a heart of distraught, and then like you're now we're in a position where we need to at least keep the same rap signature. The rhyme scheme needs to have a sturdy signature towards the start of the verse and the end, or you could tailor it in a way where you have the beginning of the rhyme pattern to just match the end of the verse, and in the middle you can project it as something like foreign, so you can introduce that later on within the music, so it's more uniform. You know, you want to unify the song together and tie it so it has it has how would you say, like, it has organization, like it's organized. And it like, cause there's like a lot of rappers that kind of like just say this and that, and then over there they say like over there, over here, and then like way over there they say like back to back, and then it's like it's a lot of lacking areas where there's a lot of ways where you can, I won't like politely say, but there's a lot of ways you can diss man, you know what I mean? Like there's a lot, like when it comes to skill, you know, like when it comes to like trying to be serious rapper and really about it, and like and I mean that not in a way where it's like destructive and exploding and or imploding, but it's more so on a professional level where like you can dismantle man's artwork, you know what I mean? Because when it comes to the point of trying to subject someone's song in a linear path where they like it's not so how would you say, I want to say foreign, I'll say alienated towards where you deviate towards your own track. So like a lot of men and women rappers, they tend to always like overly fluctuate and think it's versatile, but it's not versatile. Versatility should be displayed in the way you arrange your music in the songs and tracks. It shouldn't be displayed in a way where it's all in just one, you know? Because if you do all in one, it just sounds like a kid scribbling, or like, oh no, not, I wouldn't say a kid, but I would say like someone, a grainy, you know, like someone like a newbie, or like someone like unaware and unobservant towards their own situation. And you can see that because it's very coherent to the way they speak and deliver flows. And that's where you need to learn to get an ear for hearing delivery, you know, because you see them the way, if they continuously follow the same pattern in delivering the same flows, then you know at one point it's like they're delivering the same lies within their lines. So it kind of like, rap goes in depth, you know, like it goes deeper than rap because it's real life for everything. So like for Hearts of Distraught, I'll say like, yeah, what I like between the difference of what I know and what I've been taught, or like that. See, that doesn't make sense because it's a bit of an oxymoron, right? So you want to like be more like in depth by simplifying it, what you learn. You don't want to go to a point where it's like you're overly explaining what you're trying to say. Rap should be simple. It should be simple for all ages to understand what you're trying to build around them, you know, what you're trying to you know, invite people within to your painting, you know. So look, hold on. Okay, so for Hearts of Distraught, and then you can go into your book and look words. Wow, so many words, and then you just close it, and then you would say for Hearts of Distraught, I know for Hearts of Distraught, I know in my heart I have God, you know, and or you could say in my soul I have God, because it's simple as, you know. So for Hearts of Distraught, I have, or you could also, excuse me, for Hearts of Distraught, to fall in love, you know, because God is love, yeah. So for a Hearts of Distraught, to fall in love. And voila, that's your intro. That's it. That's all it takes. It doesn't take every like excuse me, it doesn't take you to the fact to repeat a hook, but you just write a brief intro. It doesn't even need to be like so many explanations. It can just be loosely or finely knitted tightly into just a singular focus of the song. So I'll just quickly rehearse it. On the eyes for Hearts of Distraught, to fall in love. Yeah. amnesia.